couple of the coaches tonight, Tim, and they're both. One of them is ranked 7th in the district, which is the Denbigh Patriots, and the Hampton Crabbers are ranked 8th. Only the top 8 teams make it to the district tournament. So what we have here is teams that really need to continue to win to make sure that they make it to the district. The team right now that looks like it's not going to make it is the girls team out of Warwick High School. It looks like we're going to have the announcement. They're going to announce them over the PA who the starters are, Tim.
All
the
right.
coaches for the Denbigh Patriots are James Johnson and Shan Hart, and coaching for the Lady Crabbers is Ivory Knight, and she's assisted by Art Jones, a former NC State and Hampton High School basketball player.
Okay, at the center of the court, which you can't see at this very moment, we have the meeting of the co-captains for both teams. There you see it, and we have something I've been expecting to see for the entire season, a lady official.
Lady official, isn't that nice? That's good. We kind of teased Ruben Lemons, who 3 of the games that we have televised this year, when the ladies have played, he's been one of the officials, and I accused him of having our schedule so he could get on coup.
I think I saw him struggling in here just moments ago. Actually, it wasn't him, but I saw an official coming in.
Yeah, he ran in here. He was running a little bit late.
All right, let's see here. I believe Dr. Still is going to try and get us the announcement. So here we go, the opening and starting
now
lineups.
For the starting lineups for the Lady Crabbers. Number 41, Adrian Whitehead. For Denbigh Lady Patriots, Tri-Captain, number 20, Alice Streetman. For Hampton, number 30, Carletha Harris. For the Lady Patriots, Tri-Captain, number 14, Candace Fuller. At center, for the Lady Crabbers, number 33, Cheyenne Hill. At center, for Denbigh, number 22, Tricia Nightingale. At guard, for the Lady Crabbers, number 13, Sylvia Shepard. At point guard for Lady Patriots, number 34, Tara Roberson. For Hampton, at guard number 31, Kim Fox. And for Denbigh, number 10, Tri-Captain Wanda Carey. The officials for tonight's game, Ms. Lewis and Mr. Miller.
Okay, Bob, so we've had the introductions of the starting lineups. Lewis and Miller are the officials.
It's Miss Lewis and Mr. Miller. So
That's
we
right.
should be able to tell, well, we got a mustache, so we can say Miller's the one with the mustache tonight. Okay?
That's much easier, I'm telling you.
I tell you, this is going to be a good game, Tim, and that these teams are probably evenly matched. I hate to see a team that is superior come in and play a team and just run the score up on them, so we should have a pretty evenly matched team. There's a sparse crowd here right now, but this crowd will get bigger as the game goes on because of the game that follows this with the Hampton Crabbers and the Denbigh Patriot boys are playing, and they're number 1 and 2 in the district. So this place will be packed by the time we finish here tonight.
So the Lady Crabbers, 3 and 12, 4 and 14 overall. The Lady Patriots, 4 and 10, 6 and 10 overall. And we're just about set to go. We're going to jump center. And we've got a violation. It looks like somebody either was in the lane or jumped too soon. However, whatever the decision, it belongs to the Patriots.
Basically what happens, Tim, on that is you move, or you can't move on a circle until somebody taps the ball. They moved as the ball was being thrown up, and that's a violation. So that's why the Patriots end up with the ball. Hampton is in their normal zone. They're playing like a 2-3 zone and put a lot of pressure on the ball. Denbigh did a good job getting the ball inside and getting the 2 points that time. Now that they're out in a full court trapping zone, looks like a 2-on-2 trap, and caused the Crabbers to turn it over, Tim. So we're going to see some pressure by the Denbigh Patriots when they score.
2-0 Denbigh on the strength of Teresa Nightingale's basket. We remind you that high school ball, you've got 4 8-minute quarters.
It looked like that time that the Patriots in a 1-3-1, so they may be just matching up out of that zone.
Sylvia Shepard's pass inside for Cheyenne Hill. She's tied up momentarily. Baseline feed under the basket. Cheyenne Hill gets her own rebound. It won't go. Put up and off the glass and good by Carlethia Harris, number 30 for the Crabbers, and we're tied at 2.
Well, the Lady Crabbers are a much bigger team than the Patriots.
Good defensive anticipation by Carlethia Harris as she intercepted that pass. There's the Crabbers in the red and white.
Number 41, Amy Johnson, coming onto your screen.
Tied at 2. Baseline drive, put the right-hander up. It's a little long. And we had a block shot inside, a jump ball, and the possession arrow belongs to the Crabbers. Check that.
No, it is the Crabbers. No, it belongs to the Crabbers, Tim, because Denbigh got the jump ball. They got the first possession, so then that means the Crabbers will get any tie-up now. I talked with Ivory Knight. I don't know if you can see her over there, but now and then she's going to be coughing. She has got laryngitis, Tim, and can hardly talk. So I asked her how she's going to yell at the officials. She says, I won't be able to. I'll just use a lot of sign language. So we'll know what she's saying, huh? Can you read sign language, Tim?
Certain signs. So the Patriots get it on the out-of-bounds play. Baseline jumper from deep in the corner. It's an air ball, and the Crabbers come down with it. In the ball game now is Vivian Moss, number 35 for the Crabbers. She has replaced Audrina Whitehead, who had started the ball game and come out quite quickly. Picked off by the Patriots.
So they're just sitting back into a zone, and they're going to hopefully hope that the Hampton Crabbers will throw some lazy passes in there, and that's what happens when against the zone. You can't throw a lazy pass. It's got to be a quick, sharp pass because the zone should be shifted. The Lady Crabbers are a much taller team, and I didn't realize how much taller until I look out there, and it looks like they're all pretty well heads and shoulders above the Denbigh Patriots. So they're going to have to do a good job blocking out if they're going to stop the Lady Crabbers from getting those offensive rebounds, because they've got about 4 or 5 already in this quarter, Tim.
The officials for tonight's game, the referee is Rex
Baseline move.
and the umpire is
Good
Tom
defense
Stevens.
by the Patriots. Ball comes out. In the ball game now, Anissa Jones handling the ball for the Lady Crabbers.
Boys teams will play the
Picked off by the Patriots. Elisa Streetman all the way down. Put it off the glass and good.
Well, Denbigh's a quicker team. You can see that. They get down. Now they're out in that 2-2-1 zone trap.
real quickly.
Crabbers break that trap extremely well. Off the grass too strong. Turnaround jumper, no good, and the Patriots come out with it. So the Crabbers had a couple of good opportunities, but don't come away with any basket. And the Patriots leading 4-2 have the ball.
Well, that really hurts. The coach hates to see a shot within 2 to 3 foot of that basket. You're not getting any points, and they shot a couple up down there and didn't get any at all.
Alice Streetman drove the baseline, and she is fouled. Foul is on Carlethia Harris, number 30 for the Lady Crabbers. And that will be a non-shooting foul, I do believe. Substitution for Denbigh. Tiffany Johnson will come in the ball game and give Alice Streetman a breather. 4:47 remains in the first quarter. 16-footer is an air ball. Inside, the rebound is put up and good by Tiffany Johnson, who just came in the ball game. So Tiffany makes her presence known, and it's 6-2 Denbigh. Nissa Jones drives the baseline, feeds underneath, and we've got a whistle.
And it looks like it's before the shot was taken, so they're not going to give a foul shot. They'll just take the ball out of bounds.
minutes left in the first quarter. High school basketball.
Foul is charged to 34, Tara Roberson. Back in the ball game now is Kim Fox, and giving her teammate Carlethia Harris a break. Inbounds pass chased down by Anissa Jones.
Ball stolen by
Cheyenne Hill at the free throw line will put it up. It rolls off, and a battle for the rebound, a jump ball, and the possession arrow is pointing to the Denbigh Patriots.
Well, we'll notice when the girls play, Tim, there's many more jump balls than there are when the boys play because they do a better job of protecting the ball when they get it. Oh, that was a nice cross-court pass and foul number 22 for the Patriots. Teresa Nightingale wide open underneath the basket.
Cheyenne Hill's pass is too tall for Anissa Jones. It'll belong to the Patriots.
Well, that press seems to be bothering Hampton a little bit. They need to drop somebody back, hit somebody in the middle so that they can break it quick.
This will be the second foul of the ball game called on number 20.
Traveling is the call against Teresa Nightingale. She shuffled her feet before she moved to the basket.
And the Lady Bruins will inbound.
8-2, the Patriots on top. Carlethia Harris with the only basket for the Lady Crabbers.
Angela Scott gets the rebound and puts it in for the Lady Bruins. 4-0 Bethel. Hampton being pressed all over the court. Fouling ball against the Lady Crabbers. And who's coming in the ball game is Sylvia Shepard replacing Kathy.
We want to take this opportunity to welcome Channel 36, the different news school system, to our coverage.
We're really pleased to be able to be doing this game up at Denbigh High School because normally, as the fans know, we just broadcast when a Hampton school plays a Hampton school. But Tuesday night, and I'm not sure of the time yet, Newport News, Channel 36, this game will be aired, and we welcome all the Newport News people who happen to be watching, all the fans, and if you like what we're doing, drop a card into WHCS Channel 29 in Hampton, Virginia, and let us know. We'll take criticism. Not well, but we'll take it.
Speak for yourself. I don't take it well at all.
Okay.
2:52 remains. Tim Cole with Bob Hintz and the late arriving A.G. Womble, who has just graced us with his presence. He's going to be getting us some interviews throughout the game.
58-19, so you can see that
Denby's got the ball.
Rebound inside is put up and in by Candace Tillman.
Feed on the left side, a rebound and a foul inside. Going to be charged to number 35. That's Vivian Moss of Hampton.
Well, it looks like the Lady Crabbers are not as active in the zone as they were to begin with, and the Lady Patriots are having no trouble penetrating that zone, getting the ball down inside and getting an easy basket. While we got the young lady taking the ball out of bounds, this game will be aired Tuesday and Friday at 9 a.m. and at Friday, February the 19th at 9 a.m. again. I'm sorry, that's the Hampton and Denbigh girls game will be Thursday and Friday at 9 a.m. is when this thing will be aired, Tim.
Wanda Carey connects for the Patriots, and they lead by 8, 10-2, and a jump ball. To go in the first quarter, and a foul inside before the shot. Wide open was Teresa Nightingale, and when her teammate finally got her the ball, she was already being pushed by the Crabber defender, and the foul is called before the shot. And now we have a timeout. Lady Crabbers, who have only been able to put 2 points on the scoreboard here in the first quarter.
And it's not because they haven't had the opportunity, Tim. They've had, I know, 4 or 5 offensive rebounds underneath their own basket, but they have just not been able to convert. the zone is getting real sloppy underneath, and Teresa Nightingale is having no problem getting the ball down inside, close to the box where she's got a nice shot. They're just kind of not aware of what's going behind them when the ball is on the outside of the court. They've got to be a little more aggressive and be aware of where the players are on the court. As you can see, there's a Hampton huddle, and I don't know how Coach Knight is talking to him, because she does have laryngitis, Tim, and I couldn't hardly understand her. Perhaps she's letting Art Jones do all the speaking. I'm not sure.
Almost 3.5 minutes have elapsed here in the first quarter.
10-2 to recap the scoring for you very quickly. The scoring so far, Nightingale has 4 for Denbigh, 2 each for Johnson, Streetman, and Carey to make out their 10 points. And the only points on the board, Carlethia Harris for the Crabbers. And the inbounds pass is stolen by none other than Carlethia Harris. Crabbers trying to get some offense going. Ball is loose, put it up from 14, it goes in and out. And down come the Patriots. Tara Roberson with the basketball. Wide open. My, she likes to use the glass. That was a severe angle.
Really, and that ball went right over the head of the Lady Crabber, who was a taller player and was just not aware of the ball.
Just wasn't keeping her eye on the ball. You're exactly right. Wide open underneath. Can't get the Snowbird, as the Crabbers have got a lid on that bucket. They just can't buy a basket here in the first quarter. 12-2 Denbigh. Baseline. Ball is stolen by the Crabbers. The young lady for Denbigh is slow to get up after that fall. That's Tiffany Johnson, who's just now, there you see her coming into your screen, just now rejoining the pack. She took a pretty tough fall there. The referee, Mr. Lewis, I believe it is.
No, Miss Lewis. That's Mr. Miller.
Mr. Miller was kind enough to help break her fall when she was falling.
Yeah, but he did something what he shouldn't have done, is he stopped the clock for her, and Hampton had the ball. Hampton had an advantage of a 5-on-4, and the official can't stop the clock to help somebody like that. That was, of course, it's nice for him to do it, but if I was the Crabbers, I would really be bad.
Inside of a minute.
Well, we got a chance. We want to thank Gary Sylvia, who is the AD up here at Denbigh, for all the help he has given our crew to set up, Tim. We come in here, you and I just walk in, sit down, and everything is set up. But our crew gets up here early in the afternoon and have to do a lot of work, and they need some help from the hosting school. And Gary Sylvie, who is the AD here at Denbigh High School, is really giving them a lot of help, and we appreciate that.
Whistle inside, and I'd like to echo that thanks myself. Everywhere we've gone throughout the season, we've had tremendous cooperation, and of course the Denbigh Patriots staff here at the high school have been no exception in that area. They have been bending over backwards to be helpful to our crew today.
And we really appreciate that.
Cheyenne Hill off the glass. It just won't go. It's almost like there's an imaginary lid on that basket. 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. 12-2 Denbigh. Crabbers have been close a number of times. Nice move to the basket. Left-hander is good. And that is the player down who was down earlier, number 32, Tiffany Johnson. 1 second left, and the buzzer sounds before the shot is taken. And that is the first quarter, so 14-2 is the score, and Denbigh has come out on top. And I understand AG has someone to interview here.
Yeah, so this is Dennis Katufis, the head coach of the Denbigh Patriots, and AG, take it away.
Having a little difficulty with the mic here. How are we doing now, AG? There you go.
Over here, Dennis, last game between the Crabbers didn't turn out too well. What kind of game do you expect tonight?
Well, hopefully we'll play a little bit better than we did over there. They really put it to us over at their place. Hopefully we can turn the tables on them and do a good job over here.
How important this game is this game, Dennis?
Well, if we win tonight, we win the district, and that's real important. We don't have to go and win that last game at Lafayette, because that's a very tough place to win ball games.
You don't want to go into that tournament with 2 losses to the Crabbers?
No. One's bad enough, and they, they're a good club. They're a good club.
Well, Dennis, you got a great program going over here, and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Well, appreciate that, AG. He's always looking for somebody good to interview, and I talked to Dennis Katufis earlier this evening, and I'll share with the viewers during the boys' game, Tim, what I talked with him about.
Second quarter just underway. The Crabbers looking to get that lid off the basket. They had numerous opportunities in the first quarter to score. The ball just went halfway down part of the time and was just rimming the basket. So they
Tim, I don't know what's wrong with, because they're not taking any bad shots. I mean, the shots they're taking are excellent shots. They just can't get the ball to fall in.
Denbigh doing a good job on the offensive board. Finally, the Crabbers have it momentarily, and in fact they do, as Candace Fuller, number 14 there you see her on your screen, will be charged with the personal foul. Denbigh is in a bonus situation. When they have a foul situation, they will be shooting the bonus. The Crabbers at this point will not. From 15 off the glass.
Right. That's what they have been doing, Tim. Have not been using the glass.
So Sylvia Shepard banks it in, and the Crabbers double their score, 14-4 now.
And they've changed zones too, Tim, since the first quarter. They've come out of that 1-3-1 zone and went to a 2-3, because what was hurting them was right underneath the basket, which is a weak spot in the when you're going against a 1-3-1 zone. That's where you want to get the ball, and Denbigh did a good job. And they lead by 10 points.
Turnover gives the ball to the Crabbers. 14-4. Double dribble, and Nessa Jones stopped her dribble and then resumed it. And of course, that's a no-no.
This one apparently will be called against Ramona Gray. Ramona Gray called for the foul, and Candace Tillman will be at the free throw.
The taller Lady Crabbers get the rebound, and a foul is charged to Teresa Nightingale. One of those phantom fouls. I didn't see that one.
I didn't either, Tim. I thought maybe he had signaled that number 20, Alice Streetman, was the offending player, but that's not who he called. He called Nightingale, and I don't know how many that is on her. Maybe two. Do you have the fouls, Tim?
Yeah, I have that as her second foul. And Heather Gustin, number 50, checks in, replacing Nightingale.
She'll get a third try.
That's something we saw in that end of that JV.
Crabbers still cold.
Violations on the same free throw. The young man got 4 times and like 2.
And a reaching foul.
She finally connects. 5 points for Candace Tillman.
Problem is I'm trying to keep up with the fouls, but the official is pointing in the opposite direction, so it's very difficult for me to keep up with.
That looked like he pointed to number 13 for the Lady Crabbers, Sylvia Shepard, but I wouldn't swear to it, Tim.
At the free throw line, nonetheless, is Tara Roberts, and she'll get the bonus, as I mentioned.
They pronounce her name Roberson, Tim. The coach made sure I knew that. That's why I asked him to spell his name and then pronounce it for me.
Tanya Pope, the leading scorer for the Lady Bruins, gets her 4th point.
So 2 points for Tara Roberson, and it's 16-4. Crabbers trailing by 12, wide open underneath, but a traveling call will be forthcoming. Just the kind of luck the Crabbers have had all night. They finally get the ball to go in, but they took steps.
Right, they got the ball in the basket, just what they wanted to do, but then they traveled just before. But
crowd starting to file in here at Denbigh High School for this game and the boys' game, which will be following immediately, and we'll have that game this week for you. And
if you're watching this game and you want to see the Denbigh boys versus the Hampton Crabbers. They will be playing 9 p.m. Wednesday, February the 17th, and again Friday, February 19th at 9 p.m. So both of those games will be played will be aired on those nights.
Wanda Carey gets the bucket for the Patriots, 18-4. And stolen by Guston. This is Carey.
Tim, she actually threw that ball to the center of the court, and there was no Hampton Lady Crabber there, so looked like she was throwing it to the Patriots.
Check that at the free throw line will be Kelly Odom, number 44, and she'll be up there trying.
Cheyenne Hill from 16.
Lady Crabbers who have been shut
Won't go. Crabbers are out of sync. They don't have any method to their madness, so to speak. I'm certainly not trying to be critical. It's just
whoever gets close enough throws the ball up that doesn't look like they're passing the ball, have any set offense right now. And I'm sure they have a set offense, Tim, but like you say, if you're out of sync, it looks like you don't have one.
Substitutions. Teresa Nightingale comes back in the ball game. Alice Streetman will get a breather. And Cheyenne Hill will check out. And she'll be replaced by Audrina Whitehead.
So after 1 quarter
4:30 remaining in the half. 18-4 Denbigh.
There you see the scoreboard here at the Bethel Girls Gymnasium.
Both teams are over the limit and will shoot the 1-and-1 from this point.
There's a good pass inside. She just fumbled the ball. Three-pointer, Tim. Oh, downtown.
Wanda Carey connects from the locker room, and it's 21-4. So, and she steals inbounds pass, drive the lane, put it off the glass, and good.
That's a quick 5 points for her, Tim.
Wanda Carey has 9 points, and the Crabbers are getting blown away here, 23-4. It's not the way we envisioned this game. Finally, they get 2 points from Audrina Whitehead.
They break that press like they have a couple times and hang on to the ball. They ended up with a good, very high percentage shot. But that press seems to be bothering the Lady Crabbers a little bit, Tim.
Inside of 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. 23-6 Denbigh. And a foul is going to be charged. The basket will count. Teresa Nightingale got the bucket. And she was hit on the arm just as she fired it.
She's got a chance at a 3-point opportunity here, Tim, which will give them a 20-point lead. And you and I both know that this is not what we expected. We expected a much closer game. But Denbigh is just kind of manhandling the Lady Crabbers here in the first 2 periods.
So Nightingale converts the 3-point play. She has 9 points, and her team leads by 20. With more than 3 minutes to go, the pass a little long for the Crabbers, and they turn it over once again.
Easy layup doesn't go, but the second shot almost went, but it doesn't go.
Tiffany Johnson now has 6 points. Crabbers are just being beaten all over the court. They're handling the ball poorly, and they're being out-hustled. There's no question about that.
And they're not making real good passes, Tim. And that really makes a coach mad when you got somebody open and you can't make a good pass to them. It takes a little enthusiasm away from you.
They're just stealing the ball and she's breaking and getting easy layups, and you get that kind of
baseline turnaround jumper. Crabbers have the rebound, but in getting the rebound, Audrina Whitehead stepped on the baseline. So the ball will belong to the Patriots. 2:28 remains. 28-6. And this one goes out of bounds off one of the Lady Patriots. It'll belong to the Crabbers.
Possession becomes effective here in high school basketball as well. And as if the Lady Bruins need any help, they've got the ball back on the possession control.
Well, Denbigh has stayed in that zone, and they're not going to come out of it as long as they're leading us like they are, Tim. They're just going to sit back and make Hampton make their own mistakes.
That's her first basket of the night.
Another long shot attempted by the Patriots. When you're ahead by 22 points, you can afford to take those gambles. Cheyenne Hill will come back in the ball game for the Crabbers. She'll replace Vivian Moss, number 35. Ivory Knight's team trailing by 22 points.
She is having a hot night tonight.
A little less than 2 minutes to go in the first half.
14 points here.
What you got to do against the zone, Tim, is pass the ball, but they've got to be good passes. And Lady Crabbers are dribbling the ball down to the corner and then trying to pass it. Well, the zone shifts right down there, and there's nobody open, but they're trying to force the ball in anyway, and what they end up doing is turning the ball over.
Inbounds pass for Carey. She is the shot block, and the Crabbers will bring it down. Another big ball game on the peninsula this Friday night. Menchville ladies and the Phoebus ladies. Menchville was defeated Tuesday night.
Right, so that particular game is for first place. Whoever wins that will be in first place, and with the chance to get that automatic bid to the regional, which is always nice when you go into the district tournament to know, regardless of what happens, that you're going to be in the regional tournament.
Scramble for the ball, jump ball. And the possession arrow is pointing to
Lady Crabbers.
You got to help me out here. This thing is pointing to the Denbigh Patriots, and then she'll bring it back over.
Tim, it's pointing that way is Hampton's basket. So you're looking at the bench.
I see. I told you you had to help me.
Well, I'm glad I'm here to help you.
These coaches are wonderful.
You point towards the basket, not the bench.
Got you covered
now.
See,
you'll be all right. I'm going to have you. I have AG work with you.
I think they were pointing at the team. It made sense to me.
Yeah, well, it does. Now you say that.
Oh, look out. Almost had our lap full.
We almost ended up with the monitor and
the
Miss Lewis both in our laps. And she grimaced a little bit. I believe she hit her leg on the table.
Yeah, I'm sure she did, and I'm sure it wasn't a very pleasant experience. We had an occasion years ago, an old play-by-play partner of mine and I were up doing a historic game in Williamsburg between the William and Mary Indians and the North Carolina Tar Heels back in the old days when they had those mismatches. Only this mismatch turned out to be a victory for the William and Mary team. One of the few times North Carolina was ranked in the top 10 in the nation, and William and Mary just jumped up and beat them. And at the conclusion of the game, the fans in their exuberance rushed out on the court and grabbed our tables with them and took our monitors, our tables, all of it went crashing to the floor in one of the most terrifying moments of my young life at that time.
Yeah, I can see where that would.
Oh, because all of the ropes were up there, and they all rushed onto the court to celebrate this incredible victory that the Williamsburg team had accomplished over North Carolina University. And they took our whole table with them when they went. It was a mess. But you can imagine all of this going crashing to the floor. You talk about thousands of dollars of equipment. Yes. 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. At the free throw line for the Denbigh Patriots, Leslie Littlepage, number 52. Denbigh with a comfortable 30-6 score. Rebound comes off for the Crabbers. Down to 3 seconds, 2 seconds. I'm not sure the Crabbers are aware of the time, and they will not get the shot off before the conclusion of the first half.
And I'm looking over at the Hampton bench, and the coach, Ivory Knight, just threw her hands over her head and said, "Why didn't you throw up the ball?"
Worst part was she couldn't yell out to them.
Yeah,
because of her
she couldn't yell.
All right, we're at halftime. Our score, the Denbigh Patriots 30, the Lady Crabbers 6. We'll be back with second half action. But first,
I thought we was going to get a interview here. AG wants to interview me, but we'll catch that later. Okay.
Okay. At halftime, our score: Denbigh 30, Hampton 6. We'll be back with second half action right after this brief timeout.
This one will go against the Crabbers. That'll be Crystal Lassiter who's come in.
Okay, we got some of the pretty Denbigh cheerleaders here tonight, and your name is?
Deborah Patterson.
All right.
Kimberly Lloyd. Karen Pina. Tiffany Moore.
All right.
Beth Anderson. Alicia Heilman.
All right, now, what's going to be different tonight than last time y'all played the Crabbers?
We're going to beat y'all.
Okay.
The Crabbers.
All right, how important has this cheerleading squad been to the team's success this year?
Well, we feel that we've been really important because we've led the team on through thick and thin, and we've been there for them even though they have lost one game in the conference.
What kind of predictions you got on tonight's game?
I figure we'll win by a good maybe 10 more or more.
Are you,
game.
Are you got any favorite players on the Denbigh team?
No, they all are good to me.
Okay. All right, this young lady back here, what's your prediction on tonight's game?
We're going to beat the pants off of the Crabbers.
All right, what's your thoughts?
I think we're going to beat them also because this time we're more prepared.
All right, y'all got any special cheers for tonight's game?
Yeah.
At halftime, would y'all do, I have a favorite cheer. Would y'all do that for me?
Which one is that?
You can't crush a crab?
Can't crush the crab. No, I think
Okay. All right, good luck tonight, girls. All right, Tim and Bob.
Oh, I tell you, what a hard job he's got. I know he hates that, doesn't he? That was good.
Who was that masked man anyway?
I don't know, but Tim, there's the scores you can see. And let me again reiterate that this game will be played, and hopefully in Newport News, people will get to see it on Tuesday night on Channel 36 in Newport News, and then it'll be played, let me get it right here, Tuesday and Friday at 9 a.m. on Channel 29 WHCS in Hampton, Virginia.
You see a good shot of the Hampton bench.
That's Ivory Knight, and she's she's talking, and she got to get real close to him because she's got laryngitis.
Trying to pump up Cheyenne Hill, who throughout the first half scored no points. To recap the scoring for you, unfortunately for the Crabbers, it's real easy. Sylvia Shepard had 2, Carlethia Harris had 2, and Adrena Whitehead had 2 for the Denbigh Patriots.
Well, just let me interrupt you just a second. I see Boo Williams come in. I believe he's going to do the color commentary on the radio, but I also saw that AG grabbed and says, want to interview you sometime, so we'll probably get Boo Williams on. Go ahead, Tim.
Okay, Wanda Carey was the leading scorer for Denbigh in the first half. She had 11 points, including a 3-pointer and 5 points in one burst. 9 points for Teresa Nightingale, 6 for Tiffany Johnson, and then 2 each for Alice Streetman and Tara Roberson. So we're set to go as the officials tonight, Miss Lewis and Mr. Miller have the game set to go, and it's 30-6 Denbigh.
And Mr. Miller's got the mustache.
Yeah, he's got quite a mustache.
Yes,
Matter of fact, he got one of those handlebars.
He lost his whistle a little while ago.
And a jump ball.
The Lady Crabbers seem to be getting a little hostile out there. I can say they're really frustrated. They have been passing the ball decent, been getting some good inside shots, but just have not been able to connect. And there, Denbigh came out with a trapping at half court, which is different what they did in the first half, and that's going to throw the Lady Crabbers off because you prepare them for one thing, they end up doing something else, and they're back in their 1-3-1 zone.
Kim Fox dragged her foot while being double teamed, and the turnover gives the ball to the Patriots. And it's picked off by Kim Fox as she atones for her mistake, and the Crabbers will bring it down. Sylvia Shepard finds an open teammate. Pass for Cheyenne Hill is picked off. Teresa Nightingale, and she lays it in. So that's 11 points now for Nightingale. There you saw a good shot of her as she is tied with Wanda Carey. Each of those young ladies with 11 points here so far. Crabbers have an open lady underneath. Can't get the ball to her, however. And now they'll set it up. Sylvia Shepard will pump it up. In and out. Rebound tapped up.
Nice
good.
tap.
And finally,
2 offensive rebounds, and they finally got the basket to fall. They were doing that the first half, but just couldn't get it to go in. Maybe the basket's got the lid off of it this time, Tim.
32-8. Wanda Carey from the corner. It comes up a little short. And Whitehead has the rebound. Cheyenne Hill will drive. She's double teamed. And now a whistle and a violation, lane violation.
Right, and I didn't see which one it was on, but I know the gal was trying to get in position to rebound, and Cheyenne just couldn't turn around and get the hands out of her face so she could shoot the ball.
6 minutes to go here in the third. And with the shooter's roll, Alice Streetman has 2 baskets. Hit the front of the rim and rolled in nicely for the Denbigh Patriots, 34-8. Audrina Whitehead double teamed, triple team now, and now a little extracurricular activity, and Audrina Whitehead, who had exhibited a little more physical response last time than was necessary, gets the technical this time, and unfortunately I'd have to say it was deserved.
Well, yeah, she did. What she was frustrated, Tim. She was double teamed, and then she turned into the basket and was triple teamed. And I know because of that, she felt like she was being fouled, and it was the 5-second call was called, which means that they turned the ball over to the Patriots, and then she did a little extracurricular and was hit with the technical.
21-15, the Bethel Bruins.
So the frustration level is starting to peak for the Lady Crabbers.
Getting the shot, but we almost caught the ball. Tim,
Wanda Carey gets one of the 2, and of course the Patriots will get the ball at half court.
Rex Davis, the referee, came over there. I'll give him the assist on that one. We have 4 seconds remaining. I'm not sure the Lady Crabbers know how little time there is, and they don't.
They were not aware of how much time was left on the clock.
So after 3 quarters of basketball now, the score is 41-15.
Good job by the Patriots to find the open player, but the Crabbers come up with the rebound.
Well, I just got word from AG, Tim, that he is going to interview Boo Williams at the end of the third quarter. I hope he asks Boo a little, about what he expects to have on his team this summer when again he will host the Russian junior team, the Russian national junior team that came over here last year, and we got to do that, and we're going to do it again this year, they tell me.
Cheyenne Hill a moment ago got her first bucket of the night, and the Crabbers now have 10 points. They trail, however, by 25, 35-10. Ball stolen by the Patriots. Wanda Carey, Tara Roberson, and it comes off the long rebound on the missed shot by Teresa Nightingale. Cheyenne Hill looks for the open lady, off the glass and good.
Well, now that was a very good basket that time. She just broke to the basket, got a nice pass from Cheyenne Hill, and just laid it right up, and that's what the Crabbers are going to have to do to get back in this game. Tim, they're down 23, so they're going to have to do some scoring.
8 minutes of basketball remaining.
And a traveling violation. Crabbers trailed 14-2 at the end of the first quarter, 30-6 at the half, and now they've doubled their entire first half output here in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. So the offense is starting to mesh a little bit for the Crabbers. Certainly they have to be somewhat frustrated. They've had golden opportunities to be in this ball game, just haven't been able to get the ball to fall. Cheyenne Hill can't get it. Chased down on the baseline by Kim Fox. She'll kick it out to Sylvia Shepard. To Hill. Hill puts it up. And no good. And a foul called on Audrina Whitehead as she went over the back of Teresa Nightingale.
Hurts on it. The coach hates to see that. The coach hates to see somebody get that close and not use the backboard. If you use the backboard, you put the ball in. It's hard sometimes.
3:45 remains here in the third quarter. 8-minute quarters in high school basketball. Teresa Nightingale, it rims the bucket. Loose underneath, she'll put it in.
Just got an update on our interview. We're not doing Boo Williams in the third quarter.
Who are we doing?
We're going to do Coach Walter Brower, Hampton head coach, and he's more important right now than Boo is.
Cheyenne Hill.
Oh, can't get that roll, Tim.
Quickly down the court come the Patriots. The pass underneath is knocked out of bounds by the Crabbers.
Big gal bringing the ball down the floor and passing off to an open man on the wing. That was a tremendous pass.
Lady Crabber, number 41, is really doing some hustle out there. Andrea Whitehead, she's running. She's tied her shoe about 4 times, so she's moving out there. But the Crabber just can't get the ball to go in the basket.
On to Carey, pumped it up from 3-point range. It didn't go. And the ball is going to belong to the Crabbers as we had a foul against Denbigh. Cheyenne Hill will trigger the inbounds pass. Sylvia Shepard will bring it up.
Play number 1 called out by Candace Tillman.
Bounce pass taken by Kim Fox. Shepard drives, kicks it back out for Whitehead. And we've got a 3-second violation. One of the Lady Crabbers in the lane too long, and now Audrina Whitehead is going to draw her second personal foul for.
And that was another technical on number 41, because she threw the ball too hard, and she's frustrated. It wasn't over the call. It was more than anything. Is you're upset. You're driving to the basket for a shot, and one of your teammates is in the 3-second lane, and she bounces the ball too hard to the official, and she gets a tech. Well,
she's a bit frustrated tonight, I might say.
It's frustration is what it is.
Wanda Carey, who got 1 of 2 the last time. There you see the Denbigh bench.
This is Amy Johnson.
Keeping track of the ball game.
And still a player control foul.
And there's our roving camera tonight as Wanda Carey again.
And what we added, this roving camera that we have tonight has been handled by Ron Kitchen, who sets all the equipment up for WPEX. The radio that's also going to do commentary tonight. So he's doing a little double duty tonight. We needed somebody to do the cameras. You can see that's a real good shot. He's doing a good job. We need to give him a little attaboy on his back when he finishes, Tim.
I got to give him a couple of bucks to get us on camera once in a while.
Yeah, we're right down here. All you have to do is take a right turn.
The game is much more important than you or I. Did I say that?
Yes, Tim, and I know you meant that from your heart.
That's right. Off the glass, and good by Tiffany Johnson. Johnson now with 8 points, and it's a 28-point lead for the Lady Patriots. They've been on top for the very opening part of this ball game, and taking those 3-point range shots will not increase the score very often for the Crabbers. They can't hit the layups, let alone the ones from half court.
And that is a much lower percentage shot that she's taken too. And I know what they're doing, Tim, and she's hoping that, hey, if I don't get the basket, maybe we'll get the rebound, get an inside shot. But that doesn't seem to be happening either.
Well, it just seems like they might have some success. There you go. They kick it into Cheyenne Hill. It doesn't go, but they work a play like that, they have a much better chance of getting a basket. I'm certainly not going to second-guess the coaching staff for Lady Crabbers.
I know Art Jones, and Art Jones was an inside player, and he knows that's where you get your high percentage shots. You're going to get more baskets to go in shooting underneath it. But the Lady Crabbers just have trouble getting the ball, and it's not that they're taking bad shots. There they finally got an offensive rebound and didn't get the basket that time, but they haven't been taking many bad shots at all.
Sylvia Shepard with her second basket. 40-14, a minute 52 remaining in the third quarter. Poor pass picked off by the Lady Crabbers. They've got a 3-on-1 if they hurry. And good defensive effort by the Denbigh Patriots. Alice Streetman, she just simply knocked the ball away from behind.
Well, what she should have done that time, Cheyenne Hill, is pass that ball to the guard in the middle, then she fills the lane. And she didn't do that.
Knocked out of bounds by the Patriots. We've got substitutions now. Alyssa Jones will come in for the Lady Crabbers, and she'll replace Marvette Hawkins, number 42.
Basketball contest, so watch those football games, and it means a lot to me. I'm out of coaching, but I enjoy seeing.
Less than a minute and a half to go. Sylvia Shepard will fire it up. It doesn't go. And Cheyenne Hill gets the easy basket.
And that's a little garbage. We call garbage that because that ball was on the floor. She picked it up and took it right in. There's a good shot of our sideline camera. That was an excellent shot.
So the Crabbers trailing 40-16. Kim Fox will hold it up. Sylvia Shepard fires it up. Doesn't go. Batted around underneath, and the Patriots have it.
12 points on the night so far for Candace.
Tara Roberson's pass for Guston is knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to the Patriots. Coming in now will be Dale Edmonds for the Patriots. She'll replace Tara Roberson. And also Heather Guston will come out. and she'll be replaced by Sam Rogers.
That's the trademark of the
I would
Bruins.
assume that's short for Samantha.
That's exactly right. They call her Sam.
Can't have any boys on the girls' team.
Well, they also have a
They have a Dale, right?
Dale on it, and it's
Several
spelled
names.
different. Dale, D-A-I-L or something maybe for girls.
That's several names that can go that way. You got a Mickey.
Well, that was Roy Rogers, right? Dale Evans, right?
That's right. Dale Evans is playing for the Patriots.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
You said that. No, she spells her name D-A-L-E.
Oh, okay, I got you. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. And now the Patriots will throw it up. Oh, my goodness, it almost went in as Candy Fuller, number 14 for the Patriots, threw it up from just across the half-court line. And it almost went in. And we're going to see if we can't go across the court here up to the right of the center court. I think our camera person, there we go.
There we go.
AG and Coach Walter Brower of Hampton.
All right, Tim, Bob, we got Coach Walt Brown. Coach, last time you played Denbigh, things turned out pretty well. What type of game you expect tonight?
Well, I expect a pressure defensive game of both teams. We're going to press them. They're going to press us back the entire ball game. It's going to be rugged out there, physical game.
What's the significance of this game, you think?
Well, we're still looking at the possibility of winning the district. If we can win tonight and get some help in Lafayette Tuesday night and force a playoff, we feel that we can still win it.
All right, what about going into the game, the physical condition of your players?
Well, Kevin Swan slowed with an ankle injury, and we're not sure whether or not he'll be 75% or 80. We'll just have to wait till he warms up and see.
All right, good luck, Coach, and maybe another 20-point win.
That would be nice, but I'm not looking for it.
You'll take a one-pointer.
I'll take a one-pointer.
Okay, Coach. All right, Coach Walt Brower, Tim and Bob.
Thank you, AG. We're back starting the third, final quarter, Tim. And Lady Crabbers are going to have to get out of here and really hustle. And looks like Denbigh has kind of emptied their bench. They've got a lot of new players in there, Tim.
Well, we'll run down the names of those players as the time affords us the opportunity. Nice move. The basket will count. And Alice Streetman was fouled. She'll get a chance for a three-point play. So Alice Streetman, number 20, is in the ballgame right now, along with Tiffany Johnson, number 32. Number 24 is in there. That's Sam Rogers. 44, Dale Edmonds, is in there. And at the free throw line with the chance to add to her 6 points is Alice Streetman. Basket counted, and she converts the three-point play. So that's 7 points now for Streetman.
That young lady is all legs. She didn't have a whole lot of weight.
Teresa Nightingale with 13 points is the leading scorer so far in the game for Denbigh. She's on the bench right now. Kim Fox is double-teamed in the corner and has it taken away, but a foul is called. And that looked like a pretty good play on the part of the Denbigh Patriots, Dale Edmonds. It looked like she got all ball.
She did have all ball, Tim, but he called the foul when she grabbed the ball and twisted it. If she'd have just held on to the ball, it'd been a jump ball, and then Hampton would have got the ball anyway on a jump ball. That the possession arrow was in their favor, but she was a little violent, and officials going to call that because they assumed there was a penalty of some sort, but there wasn't. That was a good play.
So Cheyenne Hill gets the basket for the Crabbers. Crabbers able to add 10 points to their total as Anissa Jones battles for the ball. Lady Crabbers.
Doing some quick tabulation here, Bob. Unofficially, Candace Tillman now the leading scorer in the ball.
Crabbers, as I mentioned, were able to add 10 points to their scoring total here in the second half. They had only 6 points totaled in the first half. It's 43-18 in favor of the Patriots. It's Tim Cole with Bob Hintz and A.G. Womble and our crew here at Denbigh High School. Happy to bring this game to you. We also have the boys game airing at various times throughout the week here on Channel 29. And this game, of course, is also airing on Channel 36 in Newport News, which we're very happy to have happen as well. And we've got a whistle, a substitution now, a new face in the lineup for Denbigh. And coming out is Sam Rogers, and coming in is Casey Martin, number 30. Anissa Jones gives it out to Sylvia Shepard. She throws up a high arching shot. And then we have a traveling call on Casey Martin, the new player in the lineup for Denbigh. 6:40 to go in the ball game. Denbigh's been on top from the very outset. Cheyenne Hill had the ball and traveled. 43-18. Hill now the leading scorer for the Lady Crabbers with 6 points. And what do we got? We got a traveling call against the Patriots.
Had to be a traveling call. She took a couple steps before she passed the ball. I was talking to AG, and we are going to get Boo, but we're going to get Boo during the second game because then he's going to talk a little bit about the Russians coming over here. And I said, that's great.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have enough time between, in timeouts and so forth to really get an in-depth interview. So
well, he said he's going to try to do it between the first and second quarter, Tim, but he's going to talk with the head coach at Denbigh, James Johnson, at the end of this game, and probably get up with Wanda Carey and Teresa Nightingale, also who are the two leading scorers for the Patriots tonight. But they will do that at the end of the ball game.
Kim Fox, Anissa Jones, Vivian Moss, Adrena Whitehead, and Cheyenne Hill on the court right now for the Hampton Crabbers. And the ball is loose again. It's been a rough game. It's been a very physical game.
It is a real physical game, Tim. It's very frustrating to the Hampton team and the coaching staff over there. They know that if they could have just made a decent percentage of those shots in the first half, that they would be a lot closer than this.
It's a Jones shot as an air ball. Out very quickly come the Patriots all by herself as she simply outraced the entire Crabber team down the court. But Alice Streetman couldn't get the ball to fall. Dale Edmonds gets the rebound. Back to Streetman. Casey Martin chases it down for the Patriots.
Nice shot from the corner.
And that's Alice Streetman. She's got 9 points in the ball game.
Well, it just looks like that the Lady Patriots are just really out hustling Hampton on the defensive end, and of course, if you're doing a lot of hustle on defense, it seems to improve your offensive output at the same time, Tim.
Casey Martin whistled down for the personal foul.
I think that was one of the hardest things when I was coaching over at Bethel High School, is to convince the young men that if you played good defense, your offense, it'll take care of itself. In fact, you'll probably score more points, and it was hard to convince them that. They figured they had to work on their offensive skills, but if they work on their defensive skills, they will be a better offensive ball player. We got the camera pointing to us, Tim, but they don't have it turned on. So if I watch this thing, we'll get over and give them a big smile anyway. Show them that Kenny Rogers face you got there.
What they're going to get is the Tim, was it Tim Connors? I got his hairline, that's the only problem. Cheyenne Hill got the first, and she misses the second, but Adrena Whitehead rebounds, puts it up, and she's fouled.
We've got some more new faces in there.
You see the crowd that's filing in here now. I feel very confident we'll see a full house before this night is over.
Oh, there's no doubt that this place will be packed by the time we decide to try to get out of here tonight, Tim.
Adrena Whitehead at the free throw line. 5:11 remains here in the game. An air ball thrown up. Been a tough night for this young lady. She's called for a couple of technicals. It's been a frustrating night for the Crabbers. She's a hard-nosed player. She's out there playing her heart out all the time, and you'll never fault a player for that.
No, sir, you sure won't, Tim. And she hasn't given up, and she hasn't gotten discouraged because of those two technicals. She's out there playing just as hard as she was at the beginning.
Good
a nice pass across court.
That was a real fine pass from Dale Edmonds to Tiffany Johnson. Johnson now with 10 points. And it's 47-19, the Patriots. Kim Fox will pull up from 17. Doesn't find the mark, but the rebound is put in by Anissa Jones. And that's her initial basket of the ball game. She's fouled. and she'll have a chance for the three-point play. Coach Johnson of the Denbigh Patriots substituting quite liberally here in the second half. And now the Crabbers will call a timeout. 4:41 remains in the ball game. And you want to, again, if you want to, Bob, want to repeat when this game is airing? I know we've, of course, our friends in Newport News will see this game Tuesday night along with the boys game. I would assume that the girls game will precede the boys game on Tuesday
Newport
night.
And that's on Channel 36 in Newport News, Tim. We don't have the time, but I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. Now, this game is going to be aired on WHCS Channel 29 on Thursday and Fridays at 9 a.m. The game that we're doing later on tonight will be on Friday night, the 19th at 9 p.m. and Wednesday, the 17th at 9 p.m. And again, I'm sorry, on Monday also will be...
That'll be after the fact, so...
Well, if they're watching it, there you go. It'll be after the fact. Don't care about that. But if you can do it, turn back the clock, watch it on February the 15th at 9 p.m.
That's right.
This is going to be a barn burner with the boys game when you take
I hope so.
Two team against each other, Tim.
A lot of times you have all the makings for a game and it doesn't materialize, but I have a feeling we'll see that here tonight. I think Hampton blew away the Denbigh team, but that was in the friendly confines of Hampton.
Yeah, when it was 20 points, and I talked to Katufas about that earlier, and I'll share that with us during the second game.
So Nessa Jones is able to convert the three-point play, and it's 47-22. The Denbigh Patriots comfortably in front. And they've got a couple more new players, which I will try and give names to numbers for you.
Okay, well, you got number 12 out there, Tracy Taylor.
Tracy Taylor, number 12, and number 40, Mickey Brewer. So we got a Mickey, a Dale, a Leslie, a Stacy,
a Sam, a Casey.
And a Sam. I'll tell you, this could be the boys' team.
They got a good team out there.
Congratulations so far, Coach, and good luck to you the rest of the season.
4 minutes, 13 seconds to go. 47-22, the Patriots.
The defensive intensity has picked up a little bit for the Crabbers, and this is, I'm sure the coaches were hoping that that's the way they would play the whole ball game.
Adrena Whitehead can't get it to go for the Crabbers. Knocked away and controlled by one to carry. Check that. It's Tracy Taylor. And the basket will count, and Tracy Taylor will get the chance for a three-point play.
Shortest gal on that court, Tim, and she just took it right to the basket. And you can hear the crowd. This crowd's getting bigger all the time.
It's an ugly crowd, too.
Now, are you saying that because of the noise, Tim, or because of the...
I saw some of them, they were saying, we're going to beat the pants off of someone. I heard the cheerleaders when AG was talking about it.
But they were talking about you and I now. I walked in here and the guy said, did you used to coach at Hampton High? And I said, no, that was in Bethel. Bethel had nothing to do with Hampton High.
Careful how you say that. And Nessa Jones puts it in. 5 points here for Nessa Jones in the second half. We're right at 3 minutes to go in the ball game. It's 49-24, Denbigh all the way, and we've got a foul underneath.
Tonight's schedule, that'll be the men's team, the Hampton Crabbers and the Bethel Bruins. But first of all, this brief time.
At the free throw line for Denbigh, looking for her first points, Dale Edmonds, as Cheyenne Hill gets ready to check back in for the Crabbers.
I think we just got a gal who's got 5 fouls on her, Tim.
Wanda Carey will come in the game for Denbigh as well, and Adrena Whitehead will check out in favor of Cheyenne Hill. Both teams are over the limit. And Dale Edmonds gets her name in the scorebook. 1 out of 2 for Dale, rebounded by the Lady Crabbers. They trail by 26, 50-24. They trailed 14-2 at the quarter, 30-6 at the half, and 43-16 after 3 quarters. Rebound to Sylvia Shepard, it doesn't go. Inside, rebound off the glass, no good. Cheyenne Hill follows, yes. So Cheyenne Hill started very slowly, had no points at halftime, and now has added 9 points here in the second half. And that's as much to do with Hampton getting 26 points as anything. They had a dismal first half. Tracy Taylor gives to Wanda Carey. Wanda Carey with 13 points on the night. This one goes off the foot of the Denbigh player to Tracy Taylor. She'll put it up. It's an air ball, and it's touched last by the Patriots. Teresa Nightingale with 13 points comes in the ball game, and she'll replace Wanda Carey, number 10, who will check out with 13 points. Inside of 2 minutes to go in the ball game, 50-26. Crabbers have made it somewhat respectable. Cheyenne Hill gets her own rebound and puts it in.
But she was doing that in the first half, Tim, down here at this other basket, and that ball would just not go down. Now, at least in this basket, down at this end, she seems to have found the key to get it to fall. Of course, they're not stopping the Patriots from scoring, so they're not catching, they're not gaining any ground.
Nightingale now with 15 points. Cheyenne Hill off the front of the rim, chases down her own rebound. Turn around, put it up, no good, and block shot, good play. Now we got one official calling a foul, and the other official calling a block. Which is it going to be?
The foul will take precedent. So that'll give Vanessa Jones a couple of shots from the foul line, Tim.
Hope you'll stay tuned at the conclusion of this ball game. We're going to have a couple of interviews. AG will be searching for the winning coach, I understand, and a couple of the leading scorers in the ball game.
Yeah, Coach James Johnson, he's assisted by Shan Hart over there, and I know he wants to talk with James Johnson to get his thoughts going into the district tournament. Of course, it's always nice to talk to a couple of the gals that did well in the ball game, and does a lot to up their image a little bit of themselves and knowing to get on TV. It's not national TV, but it's inner city TV.
That's right. A minute 14 remains in the ball game. While I have this opportunity, before the conclusion of the game, I'll run down some of the scoring for you. For the Crabbers, the bright spot, Cheyenne Hill with 11, 4 for Audrina Whitehead, 2 each for Kim Fox, Carlethia Harris, 6 points for Anissa Jones, and 4 points for Sylvia Shepard. For the Lady Patriots, they've been led by Teresa Nightingale with 15 points. Wanda Carey has 13. 9 points for Alice Streetman, 2 points for Tracy Taylor, and 10 points for Tiffany Johnson, 2 for Tara Roberson, and 1 point for Dale Edmonds. Incidentally, the Denbigh Patriots have won with this game 2 of the 3 games scheduled. The JV team for Denbigh won by 20 points, 57-37, in a game played just before this game. I'm surprised that Dr. Sam hadn't got us doing the JV game too.
Tim, we'd have to get here earlier. I mean, they start that thing, I think, starts at 4:30. You're going to have to take every afternoon off.
Anissa Jones gets another point. She's got 7 now on the night. 52-30. Crabbers had only 6 points at halftime, so they've easily outdistanced themselves here in the second half, adding 24 points. Stolen by the Crabbers. Audrina Whitehead banks it in.
Well, I apologize, Tim. I thought she had fouled out of the game.
I thought she had too. I thought she had as well, but she didn't. And now the ball is grabbed, and a slight mismatch in size. Tracy Taylor and the much larger Cheyenne Hill.
Well, it doesn't make any difference. They're not going to jump it anyway, Tim.
And it's a good thing for Denbigh, too. They get the ball on the possession arrow. Tracy Taylor, guarded by a much taller Kim Fox. At the baseline, or check the free throw line. Down quickly, Sylvia Shepard's pass is picked off by Taylor. Inside of a minute now, 40 seconds and moving. And a backcourt violation over and back. As you undoubtedly know, in high school basketball, you cannot bring the ball into your opponent's forecourt and then have the pass go back behind that center court line. Picked off. Casey Martin anticipated a pass, but then she couldn't hold it as she dribbled it off her knee out of bounds.
She was doing a good job there until she decided to play soccer, Tim.
Long pass down the court. Audrina Whitehead will drive, and a whistle before the shot. This one on Leslie Littlepage, number 52 for the Patriots. She and Cheyenne Hill are about the same size.
She's a
standing
big
side by
lady.
side. Audrina Whitehead, nothing but net. 7 points for her efforts tonight.
Well, if they'd have had the same scoring output first half they've had the second half, Tim, this would be a much closer ball game. Much closer. That's about almost 20 points, 18 points right now difference that they would have had on the board.
Travers just never got on track in the first half. They only scored a total of 6 points in the first half.
Well, if you take 18 points added to it, Tim, you got a tie score.
From way outside, Cheyenne Hill, I guess she was passing underneath. I wasn't sure it was a pass or a shot. But nonetheless, the rebound is put in by Carlethia Harris. So she had the first 2 points of the ball game for the Crabbers. Now it's stolen on the inbounds pass. Sylvia Shepard can't get it to go. And a buzzer sounds, and the game is over. So the Lady Patriots win the ball game handily, 52-36, on the strength of their first half efforts. They just simply were too much for the Lady Crabbers in the first half. And the leading scorer in the ball game ends up being Teresa Nightingale. I say that with some hesitation because these, of course, are unofficial, but I've got her as 15 points. 13 points for Wanda Carey, 10 for Tiffany Johnson, and 9 for Alice Streetman. And I think we've got AG getting set to discuss the game with the victorious coach, James Johnson, whose squad goes to 5-10. 5-10 and 7-10 overall. And if you're ready, AG, he will be ready in just a moment. We're going to take it away.
Tim and Bob, we got the victorious Patriots tonight. We got Coach James Johnson. Coach, you have to be pleased with this big win over the Crabbers.
Definitely. The girls came out tonight and did most of what we had asked them to do.
All right, now we got Trish Nightingale here. Your thoughts on this big win for the Patriots?
We worked together really well, and that's really what we needed to do. We haven't been working together, but our last games we have.
Wanda Carey, now congratulations on a great game, and your thoughts about this big win.
Well, we played hard the first half, and we just came out and we wanted to win this game so we could make sure we get into the district tournament and we play together.
Okay. All right, Coach, what about going into the tournament now? What are your thoughts about the teams? Are you peaking at the right time?
I'm hoping so. I said early on that we were young, but we should be able to stand with most anybody by the end of the season. We just about reached maturity, I think.
All right. Well, congratulations again on a great game tonight. Good luck in the tournament. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
All right, AG, thank you. And thank you, Coach Johnson and Teresa Nightingale and Wanda Carey for that post-game interview. Our congratulations again to the Denbigh Patriots, a 52-36 victor over the Lady Crabbers. Crabbers' record goes to 3-13 in the district, 4-15 overall. And the Patriots up their record 5-10, 7-10 overall. Bob, any final comments?
Jeff, I'm having a hard time hearing you because the intensity has definitely gone up a few notches here. you know, it was a good game. The Crabbers played an excellent game, an excellent second half. They just only played one half of the basketball game. And I know the coaches are going to get on, but they're going to make it to the district tournament, and anything can happen in that district tournament, Tim.
Okay, so our final score again, 52-36. The Lady Patriots victorious over the Hampton Crabbers. For A.G. Womble and Bob Hintz, I'm Tim Cole. Thanks for watching, and good afternoon or good night, everybody.